Crumar vs Hammond. Welcome back, welcome back. Very cold day today. I mean, it is summer after all, and my fingers are freezing, so apologies up front. What we're going to do today is we're going to put the Crumar Mojo 61, which I said the right way around this time, against the Hammond XK5. Is it a fair fight? No. But is it? Well, we'll see, won't we? You're going to learn with me. That's the idea here. I've set these two up. I've made a noise. That's all I've done so far. And then we can have a listen to what we can hear and see how it goes, shall we? I've only had this Crumar for a few days, and it's got to go back to the good people at Fair Deal Music who've lent it to me. Thank you so much. So it's got to go back. So I'm going to get this in and have a look and have a listen how it sounds. And maybe if I've got a bit of time, I will also run it through a Leslie 122 and really see if we can get it grinding. I promised you last time I would tell you what I thought about this, because I did hold back my thoughts. And my thoughts are, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. At the moment, I would probably have that. That would be the one I'd ask for if they didn't have an XK5. So, for me, that's pretty good. A couple of other keyboards I've not yet listened to or really sort of reviewed in anger, and I'm going to work on those. So we'll get to hear those as the days and the weeks go by. But anyway, moving on. Here we go. So I've now got a Mojo 61, haven't I? So here we are. Okay, there are parameters, right? There's stuff that we can change and move around, but first thing I'm hearing is a brightness here. Now I've got my master EQ pretty flat there, and I've got it pretty flat there. In fact, I even from the last video, if you remember, put the treble up a little bit. Okay. Yes, the XK5 has things with valves and bits and bobs that you can mess around with, and they have been messed around with. I bear that in mind, but that's an extra feature. So, straight out of the box, does this sound great? Yes, I think it does. We spoke last time about the slow Leslie sounding very nice, and the organ sound drawbars, along with leakage, sounding good. On the XK5. Said my fingers were cold, didn't I? Right, so that's coming across a little bit brighter, or is it me? If I wanted to make the two sound the same, I think that's about right. See how I've got those drawbars just backed off a little bit. Anyway, this could be the quickest review ever. What are we hoping to learn? Well, we're hoping to see whether this beast, with all the thousands of pounds that it costs, could be replicated in a touring environment, in a smaller scale environment, or where you need to rent something in advance. What's the keyboard that's going to be there? Is this the one that you want? Is this the name you want to put forward as number 2 on your list, perhaps, or is it number 1? Or number 3? There are red keyboards after all, but we'll come on to those later. So, I've got those exactly the same. Let's just make sure I absolutely. I think I have, because I'm like that. Right. Not a lot in it, is it? Not a lot in it at all. There seems to be. Am I right in thinking there's a bit of a mid hump there? I mean, it's played for and got, but is there something there? Can you hear that? Nice sound though, isn't it? Okay, I've got a bit of natural overdrive here, so maybe I'm not comparing it nicely. So let me just try and bring up this overdrive a little bit. So it sits roughly the same amount. I think that sounds about right. Pretty good, isn't it? I think I would boost the bass a little bit on here. No. Okay. Key click, yes. Warming up a bit now, warming up. Okay. Percussion. Well, what I will say straight away is you can hear that percussion's a lot less. I have actually dialed that down on here, so that's a tricky one, isn't it? Because I don't want to undial that because of the way I use it. So that's not really fair. The percussion on the Mojo is excellent. I mean, it really is, isn't it? Okay, let's put them forward. Really flat out, isn't it? You don't realise how flat out it is until you put it against another one, and then you realise. Still, all pretty great, right? Beautiful, beautiful. All going very well so far, isn't it, for both of these guys? So quite impressed. We're going to put the overdrive up a bit here because I did like the overdrive. I like the way that it came in underneath. That's even a phrase, but kind of didn't sit on top. It's part of the sound, I thought. Now that's lovely, isn't it? And with the overdrive on the XK, there's 2 or 3 places where you can get it. Right now, let's do the overdrive button, the DSP, with a little bit of that growl coming in automatically. So the automatic growl. Wow, wow. That's clearly how I like it. Regular viewers will know I've got my old the organ grinder down here, or even use the ECC 82 preamp section of the Leslie 3300 to get that sound as well. But we haven't got that, have you? We haven't got that luxury now because we're thinking what keyboard is going to be waiting for us. We don't know what cab, we don't know what pedal. So We're getting somewhere, are we? Getting somewhere. Okay, let's go for the bit which will get me blocked. It's not going to do it, is it? All that. Yeah, not so good. Difficult. I rely on the overdrive in totally different places when I'm doing that song that I'm not doing, so it's hard for me to really pull that into. Interesting there. That's interesting. The DSP on the XK5 is quite nice, isn't it? And now when I first had this, it wasn't so good, and I think they've improved it on some of the firmware, so that's... Seems the XK could go a little bit further there. You know, owning an XK, when I first heard this, I thought, oh wow, this Mojo is something else. With those sounds. And even with the percussion being absolutely beautiful on here, and me kind of dialed back a bit, I'm starting to get worried. But as the overdrive comes in, the depth of the sound comes out. I could see the XK getting an edge there. What do you think? Okay, we've got to do Leslie's, haven't we? I'm not a massive fan of the Hammond Leslie. I'm not really a massive fan of any Leslie sim, so it's not me being particularly unfair. But let's have a listen. We've been here before, so we'll go to there. We'll turn that overdrive down a little bit so we get a bit more clarity. What do you think? We could agree to do that, can't we? Different sounding, aren't they? Don't you think? Very different sounding. You could see someone saying, well, I'll buy that because I like that tone, not because that's the best Hammond sound, right? Does it sound like a Leslie? It does. I really don't know. What do you think about the Leslies there? Okay, what else would you like to hear? I think I've pretty much done the two together. You get the idea. You know what it sounds like. All right. This seems a bit brighter. The Leslie, oh, interesting, interesting. This seems like a thicker Leslie on the Mojo, but it doesn't. The XK5 Leslie doesn't annoy me just as much as that does. Just a little bit more, I think, on that. The overdrive coming in is brilliant as it comes in on the Mojo. Less brilliant on the XK5 until it's fully established, and then I think it's got a bit more contrast across all the keys. I think there's a lot of work you can do inside under the hood as well. I'm sure I've seen some things about connecting up to a computer and what have you. I haven't got time to do that. This is the first impressions. These reviews, consider them. You don't have to go to a keyboard shop and have a quick listen. Right, that's where you are. If you want to get more in depth, maybe you and I could do something directly about that, and you can ask me some questions and I can go in with them. But for the moment, these are the kind of things that I'm doing. I'm trying to help you, hopefully help you with. Hopefully they help, eh? Or else I'm just wasting my time. But I'm having fun, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, for the moment then, let's put these to bed. This is the XK5. I think it's pretty good, actually. It's a different type of sound. I wonder if I can change that sound in there. I don't know, but I think it's all right as far as I'm concerned. So we'll leave it at that. We'll have another chat later on. Maybe if I get time, I can get the old Leslie 122 whacking on, and then we can really see what this is going to sound like through a Leslie. In the meantime, I'll see you later. Thanks very much.